Hi everyone, welcome to the Diecast Collection Videoarts channel. I am going to show you the Mercedes-Benz CLS 500 by Matchbox. This is part of the Best of Matchbox series number 2. The Mercedes-Benz has an interesting story. This is one of the brands that have returned to Mattel. I remember the first time that Mercedes returned during the time that this was released. I think that was around 2016. The Mercedes models were able to be produced again by both Matchbox and Hot Wheels. So we have it here because according to the other sources on the web, Mattel has lost the Mercedes license before. That's around the earlier years. I'm not really sure. You can check that on the web. So after quite some time, they were not able to produce Mercedes models. And now that they have the license back and up to the present, they were able to create models based on the Mercedes cars and other vehicles. And if you haven't been able to get the earlier Mercedes models, this is one of them, uh, like I did. So I was able to catch up, and now it's in my collection. It looks good. So I'm able to see the details, and we're gonna see the details of this Mercedes model in this video. Let's take a look at the Mercedes-Benz CLS 500 in the front. This is a pretty old model, but the details are still great. So as an best of Matchbox model, it has many paint designs, very detailed, like the painted front lights, the painted grille, the badge in the center, just like the real thing. Underneath, in the air intakes, it does not have any paints here. It's deep, but it's giving off a painted look. But the paint designs are in the daytime lights on the sides. It looks good. At the driver's side, we don't have any paints, but although this might look like something like a dust speck, it's not. In my copy, I got a scratch in the door, so we're gonna go to the quality control issues later. So it's all dark green paint, dark green metallic paint. No paint designs, but if you count the paints on the front lights and the brake lights, you can somehow see that they're overlapping a little bit. But I do believe that the paint designs for both the back and front are just for there. All green, realistic approach that they did. The back of the car has painted brake lights, very detailed. It even has the little model number, CLS 500, very small fonts. You can read it from here. The Mercedes badge on top. The other name of the series in acronym, Best OTW, Best of the World. At the bottom, there are exhausts on each side. On the passenger side, it's identical with the driver's side. The minor difference is the gas door on top of the back fender. For the top, there's only a few bits of paint design, and the casting detail, there's a casting line around here, so this is the top of the casting. So I believe this part of the light in the front is part of the top. So it does have some orange paint on the front lights. It overlaps a little bit on the top. There's a little silver dab of paint to represent the badge of the Mercedes logo on the front hood. More casting details, a little casting for the wipers and the front windshield, sunroof, and from here you can even see the interior, very detailed. I think that's the antenna. It's part of the back windshield for the approach. The trunk door, with some lines. The top is detailed. Let's take a look at the interior. The interior is painted with this beige color. So it's a dark brown or beige. No, make that beige to be exact. It's kind of darker because of the tinted windows. So this is a detailed model. The steering wheel is not made into the simplified cylinder, just like you can find in other Matchbox and truck models in the Matchbox line. Car seats with cushions. The sunroof shows more of the details of the car seats with the headboards. Transmission stick, the driver's wheel, and what else? So we're taking the car a little bit here. There are more cushions at the back seat. It even has a center control. I guess you can only have around 4 passengers in this car because of the way it was designed, or maybe the fifth one in the center. So it's either 4, 2 in the front and 2 at the back, or maybe 3 in the back. So 5-person car. And look at this. Side view mirrors on each side. It looks really good for this model. Realistic. The base. Here's what's special about this car. It has been released in 2005. And this name is around here. It even has a scale factor. So just imagine this. They were producing Mercedes model, and they stopped for a while, and then they're back again for 2016. I missed that one. So now that I have this model, I'm appreciating the details for this Mercedes-Benz. It's upgraded Real Rider wheels with rubber tires, and the rims customized for this premium Matchbox model. Let's see the rolling action of this Mercedes-Benz CLS 500. It rolls well. It has a good grip because of the rubber tires. As a premium model, it's packed in this older style premium packaging that has an included cardboard box, just like the other cars in the Best of the World, Best of Matchbox series number 2. Smaller card back, the cardboard box that will be the representation of how the older Matchbox models have been packed. I think you can fit around 2 slim cars inside because of the size of this box, but for this one you can only fit the model, the Mercedes, just one piece. Series number 2. I noticed some things in my copy of this model. The first one that I did mention earlier is these paint scratches on the random parts of the car. So they're random scratches for this model. So I guess this is a quality control issue. Since this is an older model, we get to see some of the casting lines for the parts, the top that separates the sides and front here. The other quality control issue, The casting, the paints are a bit cut off on the brake lights. And the wheels have some resistance unlike the others. So watch this one. So I'm gonna roll it. So this is good. See, look at this one. It's unlike the uh, other side on the driver's side. So this rolls better than this side. Okay, so it stops a bit short, so there are some resistance. Unlike the front wheel. This one is good. The other one is a little bit tight, I guess. But it does not affect much of the rolling action. It's just noticeable if you're gonna just test out the rolling action for each of the wheels for my copy. So I'm not sure if the same can be said on the other copies of this car. Other than that, this is a great display piece for a Mercedes model done by Matchbox. This ends my video art on the Mercedes-Benz CLS 500 Best of Matchbox Series number 2 version by Matchbox. Thanks for watching, enjoy your collection, and see you with the next model.